Oh, I just drank a can of Coke to try and fizz the cold out of me.
That's not going to help you if you're ill.
I guess.
Ian Hickson, you've got to look after yourself.
Well, I'm wrapped up in the Star Wars duvet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're seriously wearing a Star Wars duvet? Is that especially for this video?
No, not especially for this video, no.
What's on your...
What's on it?
Yeah.
It's reversible. So on one side, it's got the character pictures, like C-3PO and Yoda and Darth. And on the other side, it's the vehicles.
Can we please put this in the video? People have to know that we're doing this while you're at home feeling really ill, but wearing your Star Wars duvet around you.
Alright, fair enough. That's the start of the video. Welcome, everybody, to Eurogamer. My name's Ian Hickton. I'm slightly ill, and as you might have just heard, I'm wrapped in a Star Wars duvet. And Martin, you've just been to play some Star Wars, right?
I have played some Star Wars just today.
Okay, cool. What kind of Star Wars did you play?
It was Star Wars Battlefront, which you've probably played already because it's a year old.
Hey.
But I played the Rogue One Scarif DLC, which is coming out next week, and I also played the X-Wing VR mission, which is coming out next week as well, alongside the Rogue One thing, and that is for free for everybody who's got Battlefront. The Rogue One stuff is obviously part of the season pass or paid expansion, whereas the VR mission is entirely free.
Cool. Well, we'll start chatting about just the standard multiplayer map. It's a multiplayer map, right? Does it come with any new game modes as well?
Yes, we only played the new game mode, which is Infiltration, which is similar to the new mode they put in the new Death Star DLC. So it's in 3 stages. You start off in space.
Yeah.
And then you do like an attack run if you're the rebels, and so you have to escort U-wings, which are new, new for Rogue One.
Okay.
And so you kind of a certain number of people get to be the U-wings, and then you've got to try and fly to a certain point while everyone tries to take you down, and then you're being defended by X-wings. It's quite cool. The U-wings look really awesome. And it's a lot less protracted than the space battles in the Death Star DLC. And so it's quite nice, quite neat, quite straightforward, and it's also quite easy to win if you're the rebels. At least it was when I was playing, because I'm well good at games. And so, it's over when I was playing it in about 3 or 4 minutes. And then you go to the planet's surface. But the really cool thing, basically, is did you play the Death Star DLC that much?
I did, yes. You do the 3 sections, don't you?
Yeah, and so it's like that. But in the Death Star DLC, it was really annoying because basically it's like, yeah, I'm in space. Now we're going to go on a Death Star after this loading screen.
Yeah.
And it'll take ages. Now, I don't know how they've done it, but there's more seamless transitions. It's like an animation masking it, but it feels more seamless now. And you're not like watching a loading screen, and it's not like going from one match to another. It feels like part of an ongoing thing. And so you go and do the you transition onto the infiltration thing, and then and then you just see the ships land and everything, and it feels like one long seamless experience, which isn't quite what I know what everyone wanted from Battlefront, which is the old Battlefront games, which is like the seamless going from the space battles into ground battles. It's not quite that, but it's a step in that direction. It suggests they DICE knows that's what people want, and I spoke to the DICE producer as well, and it's like they're well aware of what people want from it, and so I wouldn't be surprised if when Battlefront 2 comes out, which is only a year away now, that they're going to have those kind of seamless transitions and have the space battle to ground battle stuff, which people really want. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. At least that's a step in the right direction. I haven't seen because you've captured this gameplay, and I'm yet to see it. All I've seen of Rogue One in trailers is this like amazing kind of holiday planet almost. Is that the planet that we'll be fighting on?
It is a holiday planet. It is basically a Star Wars version of Pontins.
Nice.
But a bit more tropical, no like Nobby Knees contest or anything.
Yeah.
God, this is all the sun has turned into a Peter Kay sketch. It's that planet. It as you've seen in the trailers, it's kind of a lush tropical planet. It looks very much like in keeping with Star Wars, though. Obviously, they've gone to great effort with Rogue One to kind of capture the feel of the original trilogy. It's cool. And then so in the rest of the game mode, basically in infiltration, you've then got to take 2 points and blow up 2 activation points, and then after that, the third and final stage is you basically trying to escape with a series of packets. So it's almost like capture the flag at that point in the last stage. It's cool. I mean, it's more Battlefront. It's not gonna change your mind or anything. It's just got quite nice new skin in it, and the Rogue One stuff. And there's 2 new heroes, which is I forgot what their names are because I haven't seen the film yet, and so I haven't really stuck with me.
Is one of them Jin Ursa?
Yeah, Jin. So it's Felicity, whatever her name is, and Ben Mendelsohn, whoever he is.
Okay, cool. I don't know his
Awesome
character.
Krennic, isn't it? And so they're 2 new heroes. I didn't get to play with them, unfortunately, but they bring their new powers and everything.
Cool.
And a couple of new weapons, as you'd expect. So yeah, basically, it's more Battlefront. It's the Rogue One stuff, which is going to tie in quite nicely with the film. It'd be nice to go and see the film, and then when you get over the disappointment, because I get a horrible feeling.
No, it looks awesome.
I think it looks terrible.
Have you seen the new trailer?
I think it looks absolutely atrocious, and I love Star Wars. And I loved Force Awakens, but I think it looks awful.
You ruin this for me, Martin.
Anyway, this isn't Eurofilmer, is it? It's Eurogamer. Keep talking about the games.
Brexit gamer. So this isn't like a Rush tie-in, though. This is not a Rush movie tie-in. They have put a bit of effort into it and improved the game.
Yeah, they have, and they've and so basically it's a finally, but this is obviously the last kind of DLC we get for Battlefront. And I really like what they've done with it. They've listened to a lot of the criticisms people had of it, and they've kind of and they folded that stuff in, and so the game has improved a lot. And I've been playing it a lot over the past year. I still really enjoy it. I haven't been a bit lukewarm when it first came out. I think they've done a really good job.
Was that a pun, or was it not meant to be?
It wasn't meant to be. No, sorry.
It was
that was awful. Oh God, I only just realised what that pun was. But yeah, and so but it's also interesting because it's kind of going to be the natural bridging point between this and Battlefront 2.
Yeah,
which is going to be interesting because I'm kind of worried a bit about Battlefront 2 because they've done Hoth, they've done Endor, they've done like all the iconic bits, and there's not much left for them to do.
Unless they do the prequels.
Or because they said, I'm pretty sure they said before they wouldn't do the prequels, but they said it's not off the cards. But they were being obviously coy about it, and I just said they should just do a Caravan of Courage.
Holy shit, that would be awesome.
I would play the crap out of that. I just want a Caravan of Courage game.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I've got that on VHS if you want to borrow it.
Oh yeah, we should totally watch that sometime.
We'll have a movie night. Sorry, let's carry on.
And they should, and so and obviously the big thing with Battlefront 2 is the campaign they're going to be doing as well, which we spoke about briefly. So yeah, there's stuff to look forward to. But I think you'll get a fair idea of what Battlefront 2 is going to be by playing this Battlefront DLC as well, and see what kind of direction they want to take it. And it is a good direction.
Awesome. Well, that is a good sign. But what the thing I've been most excited for is the X-Wing VR. Is it everything I could ever have dreamed for? Will I feel like I'm flying an X-Wing through the space?
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I think when you get people around your house and you want to show them off PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
And you've always got a certain thing you go to. Basically, you might show them VR worlds, or let they go and meet the shark in that cage or whatever. Mm-hmm. This is going to be the new thing that when your friends come around and they want to see PlayStation VR, this is the new thing you'll be showing them. Basically, this is the first thing you'll go to and go, this is like the coolest thing. It's really hard not to just have a massive grin in your face and just love it. Like I say, it is free. It's by Criterion. It will only take you about 15 minutes to play through.
That was one of the things I was going to ask. Is my big worry was, is it just an experience and not a?
Yeah, it's an experience. It's like an arcade experience basically. There's no real depth to it. It's just you see an X-wing, you get to like walk around the X-wing and kind of poke around it, and it's gorgeous. Then you sit in the cockpit and you can press all the buttons in the cockpit, and they all do different things, like open the S-foils. One of them brings up a targeting computer, and then you start the mission, and then it's like a 15-minute like kind of narrative experience where you go through as a rookie X-wing pilot, and then go through an asteroid field, and then come across a ship, and I think the story ties in with Rogue One. I don't want to spoil too much of it because obviously you should play it for yourself.
That's fair enough.
But basically, it's basically like Fighter Squadron. The controls like Fighter Squadron, so you do have complete control over your ship, and you are fighting TIE fighters and everything while you're fighting the X-wing. But it is slightly pared back a little bit in terms of what you can do, just purely so you don't get super motion sickness. So you can't do those massive evasive manoeuvres and everything. Your turning circle is much wider than it would be in Fighter Squadron, so you're not just being sick all the time. But once you get past those limitations, it's just really cool to sit in the cockpit of an X-wing and then look over your side and see the S-foils going to go and then like shut, and then look behind you, and then see the little R2 unit kind of bleeping around and fixing things when you get shot. And also the cockpit, because you know they've had access to all the assets and everything.
Yeah.
It looks incredible, especially the photogrammetry or whatever it's called. I probably got that name wrong, but the stuff they do, which made Star Wars Battlefront look so good, where they used all the props and kind of scanned them in, and so it looks so authentic. When you have that approach in VR, it's just kind of it's just gorgeous, basically, because it is basically the film prop. It is the X-wing you're sitting in, and all these little buttons flashing, and you can like press and everything, and all the little readouts which look exactly as you remember them from the film. Like, it's just sitting in the thing is enough to basically to make it worthwhile. The fact you also get quite a cool like 15-minute mission, and then just get to like fly around and stuff as well, makes it like all the more like awesome. So it's like it is free, so it is just like a bonus thing, but it is really good.
Amazing. Well, I cannot wait to play that. And that is coming out, I believe, the 6th of December, wasn't it?
Yes, that is correct.
Both of them.
That is when it is coming out. I think that's for season. The DLC is for season pass holders only.
Yeah.
And then it'll be coming a bit later. And I think the VR missions just coming for everybody that day.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for sharing this Battlefield footage with us. Battlefront. Right. Battlefront.
Same thing.
Battlefront.
It's all the same.
I'm poorly. Thanks for watching, you lovely people, as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe for plenty more from Eurogamer. Hopefully not all the videos will be full of cold like I am. So they'll always be full of entertainment. Hi-oh.
Get well soon, Ian. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Make the jump to hyperspace on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark.